Loving everything with the loving energy. The Loving Energy newsletter, sneak issue number 11. 1. Hello New. 2. The Divine Reveals Learning New. 3. 1C Bell Affection versus New Pulpit 3-Day Fragrant. 4. Second Pyramid Transmission Edition New Shoot. 5. My life is rich with both old and new. One. Hello New. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Loving Energy newsletter, sneak issue number 11, where I'm going to report to you the many new things I'm doing. I don't know why, but I seem to have an increased appetite for new things recently. Back in September, I started month's floor classes with Sylviane Giannina. I couldn't not. I had the taster class where all the fascious stretching stretched even my eyeballs, and so I continued. Then in October, I saw a free Qigong course offered by Camille. Some friends had urged me to try Qigong before, but I was never interested. This free course, however, piqued my interest because the teacher Mimiko Dima taught the dragon forms in this course. Chinese people are programmed to love the all-powerful Chinese dragons, aka Long, which are the embodiment of love and compassion. Long story short, I've been practicing Qigong daily since my first class. I will tell you the long story in section 3. What else? I often dance at home. I think dance is the best exercise because it not only trains the body, it also encourages creativity and expression. I studied modern Egyptian dance and was even a belly dancer. I'd been feeling bored with my dance vocabularies and started learning new choreographies online. After every village feast I went to, I wished to learn the Greek line dances. I'm finally learning them thanks to Gary Faya, the owner-teacher of Hatha Yoga Iraklio, which is the yoga school I go to. She started offering Greek dance classes recently because she enjoys dancing so much. I'm going to smash it next summer at the Paniyiri, and meanwhile I enjoy the pareja of my dance teacher and classmates so much. Now that we are clear how much I love dancing, I thought, why stop there? I've always been fascinated by hip-hop. I decided to follow some short online tutorials. The steps are so fun and so new to my body. They are fast and hoppy and exhausting. I'm doing a little bit almost every day to see where it will take me. The new things are not all physical activities. I started doing Sanj Yoga daily since I learned this from Sri Balarishi Ma, an enlightened person who happened to give a workshop at Hatha Yoga Heraklion. She was here last year as well, but I had no interest to go. This year, however, I had this yearning. I guess when it's time, it's time. The workshop was so powerful that I felt worn out for 2 days afterwards. The guidance was to practice what we were taught for 48 days in a row. Okay. Then a colleague friend said to me, I must read this book about breathwork. While thinking about this subject, I got wind of Sylviane Giannina's pranayama class. In her newsletter email, she wrote that she had over 40 years of experience in pranayama. I told her she was a show-off, and of course I signed up for the class too. Not because of that 40 years of experience, but because I felt a click. With new activities came new schedules. First, because of Qigong, I got up half an hour earlier each day. The guidance for the Sanj Yoga is to practice between 4 to 6 a.m. or at noon or any other time that is convenient. Any other time then, I thought. But the spirit had another idea. They keep waking me up between 4 to 6 a.m. I, of course, endeavored to fall back to sleep, but after several times of lying there feeling wide awake, I had stopped fighting it. Where do you find the energy to do all these? I hear some of you say. I thought that too, But a QHHT client's question came to mind. She asked her higher self how could she have more energy. She was a mother of 3 and was overtired most days. Her higher self said, "It might sound strange, but you need to use energy to make energy." They suggested that she start doing light exercise and to increase the intensity and duration over a period of time. Maybe not at the start, but that was the way she would have more energy gradually. May your life be full of new adventures, always. Love, Stephanie said, The Loving Energy. It is hard to describe what Man's Floor is in a few words. If you want to know about it, head over to Sylviane Giannina's page to read some detailed description. You can also ask her questions or book a free trial class through her page. I put the link to her page in the description. Mimiko Dima's Mindful Dragon Qigong class is free on Camille. Once you signed up, you will be able to view the 5 online lessons within 5 days. I put a link to the sign-up page in the description. The photograph on screen shows my new Greek language book and exercise books. My teacher thought it was time I got an upgrade. The image on screen shows the Chinese translation of Peter Levine's book, Waking the Tiger. I recently started reading it. I bought the Chinese version in hoping that I could learn the Chinese words that I need to use for work. It's a very interesting and enlightening read, but I'm reading only a few pages each day. It had been over 20 years since I had read a Chinese book, and my head hurt even more than when I'm reading a Greek book. The Divine Reveals Learning New. The Divine Reveal TDR is a quantum health process that typically runs for 5 to 8 weeks, approximately 12 to 14 hours appointment time. Mocha Hayhorn was inspired by Anita Mujani's near-death experience, NDE, as detailed in her book Dying to Be Me, to create this unique modality for bringing phenomenal transformation to committed individuals. All sessions are conducted online via Zoom. The first 2 steps of the TDR process, the TDR introductory session and Dying to Be Me book discussion, are always free of charge so that you will have necessary information to decide if and when you want to engage in the whole process. To read more about TDR, or to schedule a TDR introductory session, please use the links in the description. When you embark on the TDR journey, you will have homework. The homework is designed to help you be able to assess the realm where Anita Mujani was doing her NDE effortlessly, as well as to support you to thrive in your new life after the amazing experience. One of the homework is to learn something new each day. People who sign up for TDR usually want to have phenomenal changes, perhaps in their physical health, mental health, emotional health, or even spiritual health. They might be unhappy with their life and hope that by having an experience as their pure essence, they will change their life drastically, like Anita did. We cannot expect any changes in our health or life if we remain the same. One of the things that help us make new decisions and new choices is to learn something new. Therefore, we ask our TDR clients to learn something new each day to start the process of change even before they journey to the realm where Anita was doing her NDE. Some of my clients had reported that they started noticing changes about their health or life during the preparation process. 3. 1C Bell Affection versus New Pool Pit 3-day Fragrance. The thought of the moon cycle is 一見鍾情 1C Bell Affection versus 新時慳3日香 New Pulpit 3-day fragrant. Zhong means bell and can also refer to an ancient musical instrument. Its meaning extends to focus and dedication. Rather than love at first sight, the idiom 一見鍾情 1C Bell Affection describes loving devotion at first sight. It is usually used for romantic love, but it can also be used in other situations. 時慳 pulpit is a vulgar way to say toilet. 新時慳3日香 New Pulpit 3-day fragrant is a type of idiom called 歇後語 stop postscript. This type of idiom has two parts. The first part is a metaphor or a situation. The second part provides the meaning. The second part is often left unsaid, leaving the listeners to understand the implied meaning. I can get overexcited when I come across something new that I like. Whenever I told my mom excitedly what a new activities I signed up for, my mom said 新時慳 New Pulpit to imply that my interest would last only as long as a toilet could remain fragrant. During my first Mindful Dragon Qigong class with Mimi called Dima, I felt I had come home. In the subsequent classes, whenever she explains the philosophy behind the movement, I felt like she reignited what I already had within me. I had since then learned other Qigong forms from her, and I had decided that I would become a Qigong teacher and share this treasure from my home with my people here in Crete. I am 一見鍾情 1C Bell Affection with Qigong. I didn't tell my mom lest she would say 新時慳 New Pulpit. Actually, losing interest isn't so bad. It happens, especially because thanks to technology, so much is accessible to us. What I find detrimental is when we hold on to what is no more. After being in a basketball team in the primary school for 1 year, my mom said to me when I started secondary school that since I started playing basketball, I should commit to it. So I did, and for 11 years. So much that even when I had sustained injury, even when I couldn't relate to any of my team members, even when the thought of basketball brought me only stress and no joy, I continued for another couple of years. During this moon cycle, consider whether your experiences are tend to be 一見鍾情 1C Bell Affection or 新時慳3日香 New Pulpit 3-day fragrant, and how these affect your life. If you are curious about this ancient Chinese musical instrument called zhong, bell, take a look of the video Chinese Chime Music, the impromptu song of the Millennium Chime. I put a link to this video in the description and at the end screen of this video. Four, Second Pyramid Transmission, Edition, New Shoot. After facilitating a second treatment for a dear friend, I asked if I could do the same for her children. My friend has expressed difficulties in looking after 2 children, and I thought this could help her. The intention was to see what the children's souls say, to help them be more centered so that they could sleep well and play well, and to find out how my friend could help them best. It was a fun experience talking to the souls of these children. I'm not sure of their age. They are small and smaller. The boy is in kindergarten, and the girl is still under her mommy's care full-time. My friend and her husband are gentle people, but being the humans that they are, there had been some shouting at home when the boy got out of hand. The boy's soul said he was angry at his father for shouting at him, while the girl's soul said she felt danger whenever there was shouting. I felt it most vital that they both felt safe and loved, so my chat with these little souls were mostly about that. The boy told me another reason that made him feel unsafe was his sister. He thought the parents might want only her and not him. The girl, on the other hand, felt sad that her brother didn't play with her and kicked her. Eventually, I got both these little souls to feel love from their parents. When the boy felt how much love there was from his parents for both him and his sister, he turned to his sister to hug her. The girl was surprised by how much love her parents and her brother had for her, and she felt very happy. These 2 sessions left a deep impression on me. I have this mental image of a little shoot growing. Because it didn't feel safe, instead of growing straight up to the light, it started growing sideways. And as it grew into a tree, it leaned towards one side. When it got heavier and heavier, it finally gave into its weight and collapsed. The second treatments for these children were like helping the shoot feel safe by helping them realize how loved they are. Before the treatment, they were growing sideways a bit. Now they are growing happily and healthily straight up to the light. Second pyramid transmission started when an idea came to me to share second in a simple way. It is not how I normally facilitate a second treatment. What I do with second pyramid transmission is that I channel a certain amount of second energy for you. I also create a pyramid for you as sacred place to be placed around you when you are receiving the transmission. My Divine Spirit team fills the pyramid with elements and colors according to the moon cycle's collective energy need. You can receive this transmission at your convenience during this moon cycle. Here's what you need to do in order to receive this transmission. 1. Get comfortable by either sitting with your back supported or lying down on your back for relaxation and circulation. 2. Give intention to the effect of, I would like to receive the snake issue number 11 second pyramid transmission now to my highest good and will. 3. Relax for about half an hour. That's it. This time, my Divine Spirit team filled the pyramid with vibration of rainbow, sunrise, baby chick, and eagle. Look up the properties of these items if you feel drawn to. You may or may not feel anything. It's fine. Having sensation is not a requirement. The only requirement is that you are willing to receive. Please remember to say, to my highest good and will, so you know you are in control. If you want to share the gift of second pyramid transmission with your friends, please send them the link to subscribe for the Loving Energy newsletter. The link can be found in the description. 5. My life is rich with both old and new. The You Are Amazing affirmation of this moon cycle is, my life is rich with both old and new. This morning, as I was running laps, I was thinking about this newsletter and the topic of new things. I thought all these new things also means I'm meeting new people and having new friends. I felt sad, missing my old friends. Just then, the Beatles in my life started playing. There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better, some have gone, and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. I have a tendency of hearing lyrics wrong. For example, Photoman used to listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers songs a lot. After hearing them singing Hello, Hello many times, I couldn't help but ask Photoman who they were hallowing. Photoman was like, what? I sang him the Hello song and he laughed. It's not hello, it's how long. As the song continued to play, I heard the Beatles saying, my life, I love you more. Brilliant, I thought. Having new things, new activities, new people, new friends in our lives doesn't mean we just dump all the old. We can cherish and be forever grateful to all our pasts. When we do that, our lives become so rich, and there's so much more to love in our lives, isn't there? No wonder the Beatles sang, my life, I love you more. Actually, they didn't sing that. They sang, "In my life, I love you more," which made the song a love song to a person and not to life. Anyway, inspiration is inspiration. Hooray to my funny years. During this moon cycle, say, "My life is rich with both old and new, daily and often," and see how much love and gratitude you feel towards your life and all the people, things and events it has brought you. I put the link to the song "In My Life" by the Beatles in the end screen of this video. May your ears hear whatever inspires you most. We have reached the end of the sneak issue number 11. The next issue will arrive at your mailbox on the 20th of December, Saturday, which is the first day of the 11th month in the Chinese calendar. Yes, the next new moon day.